Welcome to the Sisterhood Collective podcast, where we empower women to break barriers, overcome limiting beliefs, and achieve true success. I'm your host, Laurie, entrepreneur and founder of 5 successful businesses. Join me as I share proven strategies, interview inspirational leaders, and provide behind-the-scenes insights to help you level up in your business, career, and in life. Because together, we can get further faster. Okay, let's dive in. I thought a good episode idea to start the new year of 2024 would be to talk about how 2024 is your year. It's time to stop stuffing around. It's time to take a leap and go after whatever it is that you want. Stop making the excuses when all you have to do is use the many free resources that are out there to move yourself ahead. So making these small changes daily can have such a massive compound effect. Changing your circumstances is the only way that you can affect change in your life. So what are you going to do about it? Today, I thought I would walk you through the 4 steps to make 2024 your year of transformation. As I said, it's time to stop making the excuses because it seems to be the most common reason I see that's holding people back. And all these conversations that I keep having, and it upsets me. And of course, I've also been that person too at times, making every damn reason under the sun as to why I didn't get to the gym today or why I've not finished a specific project. I come up with the most random excuses because we're all busy. So let's decide together. Let's just stop with the excuses that just creep in and seem to have become our normal response. Let's start creating the reasons why you need to take action and start taking those leaps towards the life you really want. There are just so many free resources out there, like I said. We just live in an era where everything you need or could ever want is accessible. It's just all about embracing the opportunities and making the most of those. I also thought I could give you a few strategies to give you that little kickstart you might need to make this your year. And these are the strategies that I use every year, every month, every quarter. But I mean, everyone's got all the energy, all the motivation, and all good intentions at the beginning of the year. So let's do it. Step 1 is about reflecting on 2023. So let's kick things off by looking back the past year. Sit down and you just need to reflect on the change and the growth and the successes that you've had in 2023. Now, that can be quite hard. But reflecting on the past year's growth or change for the better, it's just such a great way to acknowledge achievements and identify areas for improvement in the future. Are you where you had anticipated that you would be right now? Because the scariest place to be this time next year is the same place you are right now. And we all want to move the needle forward in our life. So do some reflection because I can absolutely 100% guarantee you that you have made some significant improvements in your life. You've made change. You've actually achieved goals, but sometimes you just can't see them. So just stop for a hot second and take a little look-see and see what's the good. Step 2, let's do a little self-assessment on our life right now. Now, for all of you amazing souls out there, we have this little powerful tool that we use at the Sisterhood Collective, which is our wheel of life that we've created. Now, of course, you can create your own wheel of life. You could Google it and find some different ones out there. But basically, you're identifying all the different areas of your life that are important to you, such as family and relationships, maybe finance and wealth creation, freedom, health and fitness. Maybe it's business and career. We have a few more, but you'll see them on our Instagram page if you do actually want to learn more. But in the meantime, you need to just divide up the categories of your life that are important to you. And when you do this little self-assessment, when you work out what these categories are, you're then going to place a number from a scale somewhere between 1 to 10 as to where you think you sit in that category of your life. Are your finances where you hoped they would be? And if they are, you might be up there around 8. If you're struggling every day and you're trying to, at the end of the month, you're like, I don't have enough to cover all these bills. And maybe you're down there at 2. Maybe your relationships are flourishing and, they're up at an 8. Or maybe you're an entrepreneur juggling 5 businesses and spending all your time on business and not actually spending time with family and putting that effort into the relationships, in which case, maybe I'm down there at a 2. we're all struggling to get that balance. And that's what this Wheel of Life kind of does for you. It helps you identify some sort of balance, but also that really you might not even notice the areas of your life that aren't going as well as you kind of thought or hoped. So it can identify some good things for you there too. So when you do this and you put your 1 to 10 scale on each segment of your life, you can identify what may not be where you want it to be and what areas of your life you want to make that significant change. And you can do one of two things from this particular point. You can either write a goal for the end of the year, so a big goal, think 12 months out, or just take a think about one little thing you could change tomorrow that will move the needle forward in that area of your life. And because some people can actually, project a lot further forward, I'm one of those people. I like to reach out a little bit. And some people look at that goal, which just looks like you're climbing a mountain that just never, ever ends. And for those people, that's not the right strategy for you. You're better off just making little changes and then reassessing them on a monthly basis. And I do that as well, actually. I break everything down again into those monthly bite-sized pieces because we all suffer from overwhelm if we're going to climb such a big mountain. But what I will say to you there is don't be afraid of dreaming big. This is your opportunity to do that too. Then let's create a pathway to get there. So what I've decided to do actually is that I'm going to host a live event on the 17th of January in our Sisterhood Collective members room. It's on Facebook. It is free to enter. There is a link on our Instagram page that will take you straight there and bring you into the members room. And also you'll see it in the show notes today. But this is going to be a game changer. So circle that date on your calendar if you want some help and guidance with how to do this kind of self-assessment and also maybe set some goals. Then, come and join us for that live. And it's also saved in that members room, and there's other resources in there too. So a good opportunity for those of you wanting a little bit more. So step 3 is about setting goals and taking action. And setting goals is one thing, but taking the action, that's where your magic happens. I've seen incredible transformations when people commit to small daily changes. And so if you think about one area of your life that you want to change, let's discuss how even those tiniest little steps can move the needle. For example, if you're wanting to move more, then maybe you set the intention or the goal of starting to walk your dog every morning, or you're going to do 5,000 steps every morning, or put it as part of your morning routine. So breaking down those goals into, more manageable steps is the key piece here. And whether it's setting a year-end goal or focusing on these little small daily changes, as I said, it's just all about taking that first step. So personally, I found that setting goals and intentions, and more importantly for me, is sharing them. That is the key piece there that has propelled me forward in ways I absolutely couldn't even imagine. It's like the universe just aligns when you declare your intentions, right? Which rolls into step 4, which is the power of accountability. And accountability is literally a game changer, and most of you would already know this. When you share your goals, that's where the magic happens. People are watching, they're cheering you on, and genuinely, they're wanting you to succeed. So I found that sharing my journey on Instagram, for example, that's turned my goals into commitments for me. And it's a beautiful cycle of this encouragement and achievement. I share my personal goals in the mastermind groups that I'm in, and I'm in 2. And then I also have, different people for different types of accountability, so you could use a peer, a friend, a family member, or you could use your Instagram socials. That could work too. Or even you could just write it down and then have it where you can see it every day, where it will help you with your own personal accountability. Obviously, we all have different methods where accountability will have more weight, and you will know what that is for you. For me, I need to share it out there. I mean, this one time I decided I wanted to eat healthy. It was for 30 days. I think I was doing the paleo challenge. What is it? The whole 30. And I was working such long days. But because I'd shared it on Instagram that this is what I was going to do, no matter how tired I was, I would stop off at Coles or Woolies every afternoon and get the food that I needed. I would go home, I'd cook a really delicious, nutritious meal, and I would post it on the gram. And I did that for 30 days and I was exhausted. But it worked, right? 30 days. I saw the body change. I was eating heaps healthier. I was cooking. So I'd got myself into some really good habits. But what I find now is that we're so busy, instead of going off and doing, the trip to the supermarket, we're going to order Uber Eats or just have, a ham and cheese toasty at home or something that's just convenient and fast because we're getting home so late. But like I said, putting that out on the Instagram, it made me accountable and I was grateful for that. And so now that I've said that out loud, perhaps that's something I could do again this year to get me back on track. Great idea, Loza. Yeah, let's do that. See what happened there? I've just put it out there to the universe, accountability. Watch this space. So this is just a short episode today. What I did want to say to those of you that are hungry for massive change or just encouragement, we have our Action Accelerator program. And I want to share this with you because we are starting it in just a week's time or a few days' time. So if you're wanting to, master, I guess, time management, you're wanting to achieve financial growth, you want to start a new business, or you want to get these new ideas out there and don't know where to start, and you need clarity, or making that bold investment move, like what some of the ladies have achieved in 2023. The mastermind program, it's a room where most of the women, when they initially started, were beyond nervous, firstly, to even take the plunge, and even felt like they may be out of their depth. But very soon, you're working with me. I make you fun. I make you comfortable, right? And you realize that this was the space they needed to be in to make the change for themselves. And I hear it at the end of every kind of a 3-month cycle, we hear this feedback. Oh, I was so nervous to start, but I'm so glad I did. And, we identify all the amazing goals that people have achieved in that short amount of time and just the learning that happens in there as well. Not to mention it's a nice intimate space. And of course, we're a very cool bunch of fun and driven women in there. So if you do want to kickstart to really drive your 2024, then our first call for 2024 starts on the 10th of January. And I know it's just around the corner, but of course you can join at any time. We're not going to hold you to that date. And of course, learn more about that in our show note links. You can go to our website, or you're 100% welcome to send me a DM and I'll be happy to answer any questions that you might have. If you need anything, please just do that. Well, that's me talking about stuff that I quite love. And anyone that knows me knows I'm certainly a very big believer in creating the life that you want to live. I love setting goals, both personally and very much so in business. And why? Because it's treated me so well and it's kept giving me purpose and it's given me a pathway to follow. So today I've kind of shared with you how I've set myself up for success each year. I've covered reflecting on the past, so 2023, doing your own little life assessment. We use the Sisterhood Collective Wheel of Life, but you can create your own. Step 3 was setting your goals and intentions. And then, of course, step 4, the power of accountability. But now it's over to you. It's time to, I guess, reflect, set those intentions, and let's make 2024 your most extraordinary year. Extraordinary. There we go. I can say that word. Extraordinary year yet. So thank you very much for joining me on this little podcast today. I look forward to talking to you real soon. Thank you for joining us on the Sisterhood Collective podcast. Remember to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any upcoming episodes. And if you want to be the first to hear what is new at Sisterhood Collective, you can find out more on our Instagram, or you can sign up to receive our weekly newsletter and let the good times continue to roll. Now it's time to turn your clear vision into bold action. I'm Laurie Drummond, your host, and until next time, keep striving to live that best life. Take care, and we'll see you soon.